Hey YouTube, this your girl Wish. Welcome to my channel, and today we are going to be talking about things that I suffered through my first trimester of my twin pregnancy. And I know suffered is a strong word, but honey, suffered, because these things are not easy to deal with. So if you want to call it going through the works, went through, whatever you want to call it, these are the things that I went through during my first trimester. So before we get started, I just wanted to say hello and thank you to all of my new subscribers, all of my new friends, my cousins, my YouTube cousins. Thank you guys so much for coming to my channel and watching my video, and most importantly, subscribing and just commenting and just supporting me. I really appreciate that. So all of my Facebook fam, my IG fam, my TikTok fam, thank you all so much for coming to my videos and my page and my channel, and just kind of, just supporting me. I really do appreciate that. So let's get into it, because these things that I'm about to talk about, I don't know if anybody else is going through these things, but these things are very hard to deal with. Us as women, we go through so much, and twin pregnancy it's a blessing, but it's a lot. So number one, which I'm gonna call it morning sickness, but it really should be called all day sickness. I don't know why the old wives' tales call it morning sickness, or where did they get the morning part from, because it literally lasts all day long. My first trimester, I had morning sickness really bad. I want to say I lost about 12 to 14 pounds. And I'm not a doctor or anything, guys, of course, but I did read, like, the more morning sickness you have, it's like the healthier the baby is, or some crazy thing that I've read. Which is crazy, but I also read that, like, your body is trying to create your placenta. It's like creating your placenta. It's creating that first most important step in your pregnancy. So it's like taking a lot out of your body to just kind of get it going for pregnancy. So that's where a lot of the morning sickness comes from. Now, each one of my pregnancies, which this is my third, but even my first and my second, I had really bad morning sickness. But with the twins, it did seem like it was a little bit worse. And I did lose a lot more weight in the beginning. That's why on that video that I posted just about finding out that I was pregnant with twins and all of that stuff, you could rarely see my baby bump. Like, I didn't really get a baby bump till like my second trimester. And then it just started growing overnight. But what I did, well, the trick to morning sickness is to try to keep something on your stomach. But it's really difficult, because, and we'll get into the second one, but it's really difficult to keep something on your stomach because you're always tired and you're always asleep. So, like, as soon as you wake up and you're up, it's like you're throwing up again. You're sleeping most of the day away. You're not really putting anything on your stomach. You're not, it's really hard. But that's the trick. And, you just want to not really eat anything like too greasy. You just want to eat, like, some crackers, or like, some fruit, and, just something soft on your stomach, not anything too heavy on your stomach. And when I did eat, I would just kind of, take a couple bites and then come back later to finish my food, which, sometimes I would hate, but, you got to do what you got to do to kind of, subside, to just kind of help that morning sickness. And, I couldn't, like, just lay in bed like I wanted to all day, because I have 2 other small children that need me. So I had to do what I had to do to make the morning sickness work. And honestly, I don't think that there's like anything that you can do to like completely stop it besides take some medication. And I wasn't really big on that from your doctor. A lot of women do take medication, but I just wasn't big on that. So yeah, you just kind of got to go through it, and it'll get better towards the second trimester. I promise it'll get better. I went from throwing up all day every day to, like, maybe throwing up a couple of times a week, when I wasn't keeping my tummy full. Number 2, the tiredness, y'all. First trimester, I was a walking zombie. Like my first and my second pregnancy, I was really, really tired all the time as well too. But the twin pregnancy, oh my God, super, super tired all the time. And not only was I like sleepy tired, but like towards like the end of my first trimester, it was like my body started to be really, really tired. Like I kind of just ran a marathon, you know, and just was really, really tired. And honestly, there's not really much you can do for that. What I was doing was, you know, making sure I took my kept taking my prenatal vitamins, and I was taking like some raw sea moss, which is supposed to give you energy. And honestly, I don't know if that stuff did give me energy, because again, I was still, you know, kind of going through throwing up, and you know, still being tired. You know, maybe the sea moss did give me a little bit of energy, but not much with twin pregnancy, not much. Number 3 is the back pain. So during my twin pregnancy right now, I experience a lot of back pain. And I'm a thicker girl. I have a lot in the front and a lot in the back, and some thighs and some hips. So even before pregnancy, I experienced, you know, some back pain, but not nearly as much as I experience now. You know, it's like starts in the middle of my back and then kind of goes to the lower back. And the back pain is really, first trimester, it was like really, really bad. And the things that I do for the back pain is just like, if I'm chilling in my room in my bed, it's kind of just plug up my heating pad and put it like on the lowest heat, because you don't want to raise your body temperature, and just kind of prop that up on some pillows and sit up against, you know, my wall or my bed frame, and just kind of relax, you know, watch TV or whatever. And that really, really helped. Also did a lot of the first trimester like prenatal stretches and yoga, which helped as well too. So if you guys would like me to upload some of the yoga positions or some of the stretches that I was doing to help with my back pain, please comment and I will definitely do that for you. And warm baths definitely help. Not too hot at all, because you don't want to raise your body temperature. You want to keep you and the baby safe. But warm baths with like some Epsom salt, bubbles definitely soothed me, and you know, definitely like calmed my muscles down, and I was able to relax and kind of ease some of that back pain. The last thing that I want to talk about, and I know that it's just kind of disgusting, but I want to be real with you all, is my mouth was producing a lot of saliva in my first trimester. Like, it got to the point where I was like carrying around like a water bottle or like a cup sometimes, and just having to just spit constantly inside the cup, because my mouth was producing a lot of saliva. And with that saliva came with a really, really, really bad taste in my mouth, which like made my breath really, really bad. I know I'm getting a little vulgar with you guys, but I want to be honest and share what I was going through my first trimester with my twins. So, you know, one of the things that I did to kind of help that out was chewed a lot of gum. So, you know, I went to the store and grabbed my favorite flavored gum, and I just chewed my favorite gum, and that helped with the saliva a little bit. I think it helped a pretty good bit with the saliva, but it definitely helped with the bad taste and the bad breath. No matter how many times I would brush my teeth, no matter how many times I would gargle with Listerine, floss, it did not matter. Like, the bad breath and the bad taste in my mouth would not go away. It would not go away. So those are things that I kind of suffered with, you know, my first trimester. Again, you know, some of these things you could do, you know, small things to help, but a lot of these things you just got to kind of go through. And you know, that first trimester is like really, really hard because it kind of seems like the longest trimester, because you're just finding out, your body's dealing with all of these changes, you know. Your breasts are hurting sometimes. Another thing that I want to add, yeah, is breast hurting all the time. Like, I don't think I was like this in my other 2 pregnancies, but like my nipples are always like hard and my breasts are always sore. Like, I could literally, I'm short, so I could literally like brush across the counter or brush across something that's hard and it would feel like my nipple is bleeding. So, you know, we go through a lot and we do a lot, especially when you have other children with a twin pregnancy. But you can get through it. You can get through it. And once you are out of that first trimester, a lot of things will just kind of calm down, and it won't be as bad on you anymore. So I just wanted to come on here and kind of touch bases on things that I suffered with through my first trimester of my twin pregnancy, and just come on here and give you guys some guidance on what I did to help. If you do like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. I am going to be trying to bring videos to you guys at least twice a week, and keep you guys updated on my twin pregnancy. So I just want to say thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below, and thanks for watching.